Alright everybody, this is Brian again. The other video shut off and I don't know why. And I'm not technically savvy enough to splice these videos together, so we're going to have two. Actually, we're going to have three because I want to show you the finished product. Anyway, what we're doing is we're smoking a brisket. I showed you how to marinate it. Now I'm going to show you how to season it. I think maybe because I didn't move the camera around, it for some reason shut off. I don't know. Maybe it thought there was inactivity. But we're going to try this again. So, here I'm going to turn the camera around and I'm going to season it. Alright, we got the brisket marinated. What I do is I get beef brisket and barbecue rub. I like to use the beef brisket because it is a little sweeter. All the other dry rubs for pork and stuff, it's not quite as sweet, and I like it to be a little sweet for brisket. But anyway, we're going to dump that onto this brisket generously. I mean, just make sure it's coated because we want a nice coating on this brisket when it's done. So we're going to do this one side. This is the meat side. We're going to do the meat side first. It doesn't really matter if you want to do the meat side or the fat side first. It's as long as it all gets coated. Alright, that's pretty good for that. Now I add put a little Country Bob seasoning salt. Just a little. I don't do a whole lot of this. This is some good stuff, guys. I like Country Bob's. Alright. Let's just put a little bit of that over it. I was going to try this Cowboy Seasoning. You know, I might try that on the other side. It's called Cowboy Seasoning and Rub. Made by Weber. I like this stuff. Well, I never tried it on the smoke, but I do like it on my steaks. Now, I do always add a lot of garlic powder. I love garlic on my smoked meat. I love it. So I put a lot of garlic powder on it. Almost make it white with garlic powder. There we go. You see I got a lot of garlic powder on there. Now I want to add a little bit of just regular old black pepper. On beef especially, I like black pepper. Well, I like it on pork too, but there we go. Black pepper's on. And then, last but not least, just a hint of chili powder. I like a little bit of chili powder on it. There we go. That should be good. And now, what we're going to do is kind of pat that in. And then we're going to turn it and do the fat side. This is not, I did not dry this off. Like I said, I left the marinade mix on it because of the flavor. I didn't rinse it. I didn't pat it off. I didn't do anything. I just took it out of the bag and drained the excess off. So it is a little wet. Alright, let's turn this over. There's the fat side. Let me rinse my hand off here a little bit. Alright. Now I said we were going to use this Weber, so I'm going to try this on this side. Let's see here. There we go. Oh, that looks like pretty decent. Pretty decent stuff. It's nice and thick. Nice and coarse, I should say. Like a little bit of coarseness in our smoke. Makes a nice crust, nice patina. Alright, I'm still going to put some barbecue rub on it. The brisket rub, I'm sorry. The brisket, beef and brisket. What I'm looking for is a nice crust. When it's done, it should be a nice crust. I mean, a real crunchy crust. Alright, the garlic powder. Like I said, I generously use garlic powder, and I use garlic powder a lot. I go through bottles of it all the time. All right, chili powder, just a hint of it. And we'll leave the country bobs off since we did that on the other side. Pat it down. All right, there we go. Now, turn it up on its side, and we're going to get the sides. All right, there we go. It doesn't hurt to put this stuff, this rub and marinade mix, whatever. It does not hurt to put a lot on, because some of it's going to come off as you're smoking it, because of the juices and everything are you're gonna lose some of it. All right. There we go. We're going to call that good for now. Maybe later I might end up adding a little more to it. I don't like putting a lot on it as I'm smoking it. Now let's put a little more of this Weber Cowboy. I didn't put any on this side. Let's put some on this side. The Weber, the Cowboy steak seasoning. Let's get some in that crevice. There we go. All right, I think we got her pretty good. Get some of this excess and put on these ends. Some of the excess that fell off, we'll just pat it into these ends. All right. We're going to call that seasoned. Now we're going to take it outside. I'll be right back with y'all.